we have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that.
Well, we've got news for you, big fella. Today's breaking story, it's disastrous for Trump. It actually begins back in October 2003. That was the month that LeBron James made his NBA debut. Kill Bill killed at the box office, and Donald Trump began firing people on season 1 of The Apprentice.
You're fired.
No small irony here, because it was also the last time October job numbers, layoffs, you're fireds, were as atrocious as they are more than 20 years later today. That's quite an accomplishment. As you'll see in our featured report from CNN just this morning, it's another example of exposing the economic BS behind Trump's bluster. And it is not just in our featured story today, coming up in a second, but just yesterday, the reality show over at the Supreme Court revealed, well, more economic BS.
Americans should be really upset and bothered by what Trump's own lawyers are saying. They walked into that courtroom. They told the entire Supreme Court that it's going to raise $4 trillion. Trillion, unimaginable amounts of money. And even in their own words, 30 to 80% are going to be paid for, that's right, Trump's own lawyers, by the American people. That is wild. It's also consistent with what we're seeing in our stores right now. You're seeing the prices of groceries go up. You're seeing the prices of clothing go up. You're seeing utility costs in America going up when we have an affordability crisis. And in the same sentence, this president, in his infinite wisdom, is yanking back food assistance, is yanking back health care. This is not the America that anyone I know voted for last November, and it's a betrayal of trust for all of us.
Betrayal of trust, indeed. You could say that. Well, stick around for today's breaking story. Coming up in just a second, it's a payoff to this gentle reminder.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just saw. Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices have gone up. Housing up, price of rent up, price of gas up, price of eggs through the roof. So Donald Trump has done nothing to lower the costs. Instead, here's what he's been up to. He immediately pardoned violent criminals who bludgeoned police officers on January 6th. He's letting Elon Musk take a chainsaw to important services that benefit every American and get his hands on your confidential private information. He's illegally fired thousands of patriotic federal employees. He even fired caregivers in our veterans hospitals. Why are Trump and Musk doing this? They're trying to make room for tax cuts that benefit people like Elon Musk at your expense. Look, the Republican plan is simple. Families lose, billionaires win. And that's the truth.
Okay, here we go. Today's breaking story comes from CNN this morning. A new independent jobs report for October was released earlier today. Read it and weep.
The jobs report new this morning. A brand new report is out. It just came out moments ago, and it shows layoff announcements hit their highest level for October in over 20 years. This will not surprise you because a key factor is AI. CNN's Matt Egan is here with me now for more on this. Look, these reports are becoming more important because there are no government reports coming out because of the shutdown. What is this one telling you? This one seems like a big deal.
Yeah, Sarah, look, it's painting the picture of a job market that is really hurting. U.S.-based employers announced 153,000 job cuts during the month of October. That is more than any October since 2003, more than during COVID, more than 2008, which is really something when you think about it. And when you look at how this compares to a year earlier, it's about triple a year earlier, about triple what was seen during the month of September. And when you look at the trend for announced layoffs, you can see they were pretty low in 2023 and in 2024, but then they spiked earlier this year. That was DOGE, that was the trade war and the tariff uncertainty. And look at this, they came down, but unfortunately they are starting to go significantly
higher is what he said. So as Donald Trump continues to ask America to look at the economy through his orange-colored glasses, one thing we know for sure today, more than 153,000 people in October heard this.
You're fired. 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 You're fired.